As most of you know, there were 15 churches that participated this year. I will read off the 6 churches that did not finish among the first 9. I'm not going to give the points each church made, nor give any particular order. But for the last 6 churches are Piscataway, Jersey City, Ocean County, Trenton, Asbury Park, and Fairview. 9th place with 28 points. Tenafly. 8th place with 30 points. Dover. 7th place with 35 points, Clifton. 6th place with 38 points, Patterson. We're getting close to the trophy stage. There are 5 churches left. Father Alexander has said in the past that I announced these like a horse race, but believe me, this year was a horse race. 1 and 2 points spread out the first 5 or 6 or 7. 5th place goes to Westfield. 4th place. Westfield had 39 points. 4th place with 41, Newark. With 1 point more, 3rd place with 42 points, Orange. Congratulations, Orange. Second place with 48 points, Wyckoff. First place with 50, Perth Amboy. Congratulations, everyone.
Okay, that was Lou Moris, one of the organizers of the Sights and Sound program.
Okay, we're here with Mrs. Emmanuel Katalanos, one of the advisors for the Perth Amboy Youth, which was just awarded first place. And Mrs. Katalanos, is this the first victory for Perth Amboy, the first place?
No, this is our second first place. And as a matter of fact, ever since Sights and Sounds was instituted, we have always placed in the top 3 positions.
What do you attribute your success this year? Have the people been working hard at it, or what do you attribute it?
I attribute our success to our wonderful youth, their hard work, their desire to win and to work together. I also would like to thank Mr. Steve Liadis for his hard work with the chorale group, the choral speaking group, and especially Father Ted for his most gracious and warm help for our Greek production.
Okay, thank you very much and continued success.
Thank you.
Και τώρα θα ακούσουμε την κυρία Βασίλη Κόντου, σύμβουλος της νεολαίας της Εκκλησίας του Αγίου Δημητρίου του Perth Amboy, ομιλώντας σε εμάς περί την πρώτη νίκη τους την προηγούμενη εβδομάδα στο πρόγραμμα που έγινε για την ελληνική νεολαία.
Θέλω να ευχαριστήσω τους γονείς που βοήθησαν μαζί με μένα και την κυρία Καταλάνου να μπορέσουμε να κατορθώσουμε αυτό το έργο, και μάλιστα και τον κύριο Λιάδη που έκανε τα ελληνικά τραγούδια και τον πάτερ λογοθέτη που έγραψε το ελληνικό play και μας βοήθησε και μπορέσαμε και φέραμε τα παιδιά μας στο πρώτο βραβείο.
Ευχαριστούμε.
Okay, and we understand that there's a lot of excitement going on in Westfield at Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church. And now let's go to Louis Economopoulos, who's at Westfield.
Okay, thank you very much, Thucydides. Yes, there is a lot of excitement happening here at Westfield. I'm standing in the community center of Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church here in Westfield, where right now the interpretive dancing competition has just been completed and there's a break in the action. The center is nearly filled with the youth and their parents, and the wall here in the hallways, the various paintings, arts and crafts of the youth are on display, which have already been judged on Tuesday, and the ribbons are already on the various exhibits. This is the 5th annual Sights and Sounds hosted by the youth group and their advisors, and it's Mrs. Kiki Anderson, chairman of the affair, told me a little while ago. It continues to grow. In 1971, the first year of the competition, 190 youngsters took part. Today, more than 400 youth from 15 Greek Orthodox churches throughout New Jersey will be participating. And prizes, as I said, will be awarded for the first 2 to 3rd places, and they will be awarded for 42 sights and sound categories. The sights competition was judged on Tuesday, like I said before, while the sounds will go on until about 3 p.m. today. It is expected that about 10 o'clock tonight, the first place church will be announced, as well as the individual winners. There are 54 advisors and 28 clergy and 30 judges involved in the program. The kitchen is a pretty busy place here, as I've noticed. 600 to 700 people will be fed today. That's pretty much it from this end. Unless you want to ask anything to do, I'll be back in about a half hour with Chairman Mrs. Kiki Anderson to bring you more from the Sights and Sounds here from Westfield.
Okay, Lou, thank you very much, and we'll be waiting for your next report. And now let's go back to Lou Moris, who's in Westfield at the Sights and Sounds Festival. Lou.
Okay, thank you very much, Thucydides. We're back here in the Community Center of Holy Trinity, Greek Orthodox Church in Westfield, at the Sights and Sounds. Right now, the overflow crowd is waiting for the next event, as they're pausing the action. They're running about 15 minutes ahead of schedule. As I mentioned in my first report, this is the 5th annual Sights and Sound program, and some 400 youngsters from over a dozen Greek Orthodox churches in New Jersey are participating all day today. Prizes will be awarded at 10 o'clock tonight to the winning church and the top 3 individuals of each of the 42 categories. I have with me right now the chairman of this very successful affair, Mrs. Kiki Anderson. Mrs. Anderson, what inspired the Sights and Sounds program?
About 5 years ago, I had the good fortune to be inspired by Father John Liadis from Perth Amboy, who was the creator of the Junior Olympics. And as I viewed those athletic events, I thought of my stay in Italy at the World Festival of Music in Spoleto, where such a festival like Sights and Sounds took place. And it was like a blow in the 5 o'clock in the morning at one of these weekends at a Junior Olympics event that I felt that we could do this. And it's with the help of God, all the advisors from all the communities, our clergy, and these wonderful youngsters that we can have this great participation. I am greatly overwhelmed each year.
How long has your group and yourself been preparing for this day?
We start preparing the day after the one that we've just finished. We have been preparing for 1 year. It means a lot of workshops. It means a lot of coordinating, organizing, but mostly motivating the youngsters, and they have been terrific to work with.
Okay, have any of the youth here gone on to professional careers through the Sights and Sounds?
Yes, we do have one group as a result of the Sights and Sounds participation. They are now called the High Energy Rock and Roll. They are 4 young men from the Orange, St. Constantine and Helen group, Nick, Jim, Scott, and Gary. And they have been highly successful. We have some youngsters who have become professional artists, and we have one young man, Steve Anderson, who was awarded a professional singing lesson for 1 year as a result of this participation.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Anderson. And now we have with us one of the participants here of the Sights and Sounds. So what's your name?
Ann Angleton.
And what event were you involved in today?
I'm involved in call, speaking, and singing group.
And what position did you finish?
Oh, we haven't done it yet, but that's going to be going on in about 15 minutes. And I think we should be definitely placing because we've been practicing and probably going to do really well.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, Thucydides, that's about it from here.
Okay, Lou.
Like I said, there's a... Yeah?
I was just saying, could you ask Mrs. Anderson, if she's still there, what the future of Sights and Sounds is going to be?
Mrs. Anderson has just left me.
Okay, Lou.
But she told me before that it's growing, and you know it may expand into another state. Who knows? Because all of New Jersey is. Hold on, Mrs. Anderson is here now. Mrs. Anderson, I was asked by Thucydides that the studio what future plans do we have for the Sight and Sound? Will it expand to possibly another state?
Well, we're hoping that through our publication with the challenge of the Greek Observer, that other states have taken this also. And we have been also communicating with these other communities and giving them the format. As far as expanding from this one-day festival from Westfield, we're not quite sure yet how much the future can do for us.
Okay, thank you very much. Anything else, Duke?
I think that's about it, Lou.
Okay, I'm wrapping it up here, and I'll see you in a little while, right? You'll be coming down?
Definitely, because we want to see exactly what's going on, and we'll hopefully have some highlights on the show next week.
Okay, good enough. Take care.
Okay, thanks a lot, Lou.
Right, bye.
Bye-bye.